currently in the U-Bahn station, getting ready to get on that train to go to Amsterdam. So I got up at 8:30 today, and I've only been up that early 2 other days on this trip, and those were the 2 days that I went to Wittenberg. So, of course, I'm not used to getting that little sleep. I'm tired. So another thing that's different about Germany than America is they're a lot more liberal with their policies on things like nudity. For example, late at night, the commercials on TV are advertisements for like fully nude women. They show that on TV. And I just saw this again whenever I was on the train. This lady was reading a newspaper, and just a page on the newspaper just had a fully naked woman. And I looked up and I met eyes with that woman, and she just stared at me as if to say like, what? Come on, American, say something. But I didn't, because I'm smarter than that. Yeah. Okay, after 4 trains, we finally made it to the airport. That was a pain in the ass. Also, everything smells like poop, and I don't know why. It smells like poop outside really bad. I think someone pooped. Apparently, the less you pay for plane tickets, the more walking you have to do, because our terminal is all the way at the very end of the airport. Okay, so we made it into the terminal, we made it past security, but no problems. Well, minimal problems. I forgot to take a bag out of my bigger bag, so I had to run it through again. But, other than that, no problems. And we don't know what gate we're at, so right now we're just kind of looking around. It's very hot in here, very, very hot. No air conditioning in this airport either. And my allergies are acting up like crazy. You guys, I really want this big Tic Tac box full of small Tic Tac boxes. Who's that for? Okay, we are finally at the gate after a very long process, and it looks like we're going to be walking out onto our plane, which is always fun. I've actually only ever done that once, so interesting.
We're observing this box.
Okay, we're on the airplane now, and I think after we take off, I'm probably just going to try and sleep for an hour and a half. So, see you in Amsterdam. Okay, so we just landed. It was a really, really short flight. It was only about an hour, which was awesome, but I didn't really have any time to sleep. Now we have to go through passport control, I assume, and then off to find our hostel, which should be an adventure. I think people's favorite thing in the world is to photobomb, because they think I'm holding a selfie stick, so they think I'm taking a selfie. But those girls that were photobombing me, I just turned around and dead stared them in the face. And they were like, yeah. I was like, real funny. It was kind of funny. There's an orchestra in the train station? What? That's the most British person I've ever seen. I don't even know if he's British. The only thing that could make him more British is if he was wearing a monocle and sipping tea while also reading the book. Well, if that ain't beautiful, I don't know what is. I sound really American, I think. Alright, off to find the hostel. Okay, so far this city is amazing. There's bikes everywhere, narrow streets, canals, everything you'd expect. Even as soon as I got off, you could smell. But having said that, Tim and I are really hungry and a little cold. It's a little chilly. I didn't bring a jacket. Schade. Wait, I'm not in Germany anymore. Darn. Okay, so we got to our room. We are on the 4th floor, which in Amsterdam and Germany and a lot of other places means we're actually on the 5th floor for all of you Americans out there. And I have to tell you, it is the most narrow, windy staircase I've ever seen. I have no idea. Let me show you how it is. Okay, actually before I show you the staircase, I found out this window over here doesn't have a gate on it, so I'm gonna try and climb out and get a good picture. Wish me luck. Okay, I don't know how secure this ledge is, so I don't really want to stand on it, but I'd say that's a pretty good view. Okay, these are the stairs. How in the world am I supposed to climb up those stairs while I'm drunk? Okay, so right behind me is a cheese shop. I went in there. They have free samples of cheese. So I pick up one. I'm like, this is a small sample. It's just mostly rind. But I've heard before that you can eat the rind on cheese. So I just started eating it. Well, I get on my second piece before Tim tells me, David, I think that's people's trash from other people that have already eaten. So I just spit it back out in my hand. It was good cheese though. Delicious. So after that debacle, we're gonna go find some real food. Side note, I knew that biking was big here. I've never seen this many bikes in my life. Actually, this is a bad example. There's almost none around me right now. But there's so many bikes in Amsterdam. Okay, after a lot of searching, we picked this pizza place. So now we're gonna eat some pizza and continue walking around. Okay, got done eating the pizza, then we ate some waffles, which were really good. You know what? Now I don't know what we're doing. I will check back in as soon as I do. Okay, so we kind of figured out what to do. We're gonna go see the Anne Frank house, but we're not gonna go in because it's really busy. In fact, I'm pretty sure this line is for the Anne Frank house. And the Anne Frank house is like pretty far down there. I apologize if it's really bright, but one of these houses behind me is the Anne Frank house. I think it's that. But you know what, to be honest, I don't really know. There's a really long line though, so it's somewhere right around here. We found a supermarket, so we're gonna buy a few things to keep in our hostel so we don't have to go eat out every time we get hungry. I bought some chocolate and potato chips for later on tonight. Now we're off to find a place to watch the Germany soccer game tonight. So we're on the hunt. We've seen a lot of places, now we just have to choose one. Okay, just got done watching the Germany game. Germany won in a shootout. That means they're going to the semifinals, and I get to watch their game while I'm in Germany. Should be awesome. But I am really tired from traveling. It's been a long day in Amsterdam, so I'm gonna close the vlog out there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye. This brownie tastes weird.